What up? Oh. Daddy, what's up? Oh. Quadrobics. Blah. Whoa. Quadrobics 101. Lecture 5. Strength and conditioning. Now, we've covered a lot. Everything's been a little bit, how do I put it, alternative in its scope, at least so far. I think this one's fairly straightforward. It's just covering essential aspects of maintaining physical fitness in order to... There's my cat. I swear, she just teleports. Hey, baby doll. Hey, honey bear. How are you? To me, I think it's important to do more than just quadrobics to stay in shape. As much as I always have been recommending it to be such a... Oh, my babies. A Malinois Husky and a Hemingway cat, the best friends in the world. There's more to quadrobics than just doing quadrobics. I think that along with some weightlifting, I think there's a lot more benefits you can get from doing some accessory work, so to speak, or supplementary exercises, primarily calisthenics and running and other cardiovascular exercises like swimming, climbing, etc. Quadrobics is a full body exercise group which primarily focuses on dynamic movement in a sort of comfortable form for, I'd say, consistent and reliable movability, I guess. And my version of quadrobics, or at least my understanding of it, can lead to a lot of variation and improvement in muscle growth. Cat, please, no, don't touch the camera. Thank you, honey. I got a lot of love on me today, apparently. Can lead to a lot of variation in muscle growth and tendon capability, flexibility improvements, and frankly, body structure densification. I'm a fairly stout, stocky type of guy, and I know a lot of that comes from weightlifting and wrestling and a whole bunch of stuff, but I'd say a lot of my specific build, I'm gonna go ahead and say, comes from, God, how old am I now? Almost 30 years worth of running around on all fours. I think that will build you in a very specifically almost apey way, which I'm okay with. I love her. She's a stray I got. And now she's probably the best thing I've ever found next to Argus. I hate to bring up the cat distribution system, but it clearly operates outside human control, so might as well acknowledge it. Different quadrobic exercises allow for different focuses on different muscle groups, and they're quite simply fantastic as supplementary exercises for different athletic performances. Like if you're trying to improve mobility and capability in upper body exercises, you can look at workouts like the lion walk, the pretty much most reptilian movements like the Nile monitor, what else? Komodo dragon. I'm gonna add gecko to my list eventually. I hadn't added that workout yet, but I will. Crocodilian movements, like the alligator or crocodile. Believe it or not, they kind of move the same to a degree. I'll upload a Caprosuchus video before too long. But also salamander workout, the Fusa workout, pretty much any big cat workout. They're great for developing upper body movement control and a lot of muscular development in the upper body. And if you're looking for lower body work to complement your sports or your fitness programs, you got kangaroo walks, obviously hops, but that's not exactly a quadrobic. They're more bipedal. Either way, we're mentioning them in this animal zoo lecture. Turtle walks are surprisingly incredible for your quads. Incredible for leg development. 4 for Ninja Turtles, all the fucking way. Sorry, I'm trying not to cuss. But there's a reason the Ninja Turtles were buff. Rabbit walks, or rabbit hops, bat walks are incredible for hip mobility. Whole bunch of stuff, frankly. And frog hops. Frog hops are fantastic for your legs and upper body, but that's where we get into more full body core workout exercises. You can look at chameleon workouts, smilodon walk cycles, raccoon, baboon, wolf. All those are much more core intensive than you'd think once you start doing them. But all the quadrobics workouts, you can get in incredible shape just by doing quadrobics. I'm not saying they're any sort of P90X type shit. God, that dates me. But also, using quadrobics for strength and conditioning, you can really develop your hands, your toes through specific work, through specific walk cycles. Like you've probably noticed, a couple of my exercises involve very dynamic hand placement. Like the spider walk cycle, for one. I'm basically walking on my tiptoes and fingertips the whole walk. The horse walk cycle, the deer walk cycle, gorilla and chimpanzee walk cycles, obviously. I love her. Snowy, I love you, baby. Ah! Are you gonna be the star of the show today? No, Dad. Okay. Rhinoceros walk cycles, ground sloth walk cycles are great for hand, wrist, finger, toe development that, frankly, I don't think you can get from any other sort of exercise other than traditional martial art exercises involving running your damn fingers through pots of sand or striking wood. But then it leads to the fact that I'm speaking of them mostly as accessory workouts in this capacity. If you're wanting to turn your primary fitness routine into a quadrobics focused program, I'm here to recommend some specific exercises and illustrate to you why things like calisthenics, primarily calisthenics, since we're working with body weight movement and body weight control, along with weightlifting and ballistics movements. I'm going to talk about kettlebells and clubbells and maces and what have you, and how they're incredibly beneficial for movement. But frankly, calisthenics are essential for being able to move the way I do. There's a lot of things I can do that I don't really show off because it's not part of the program. It's not the calisthenics zoo. It's the animal zoo. But calisthenics are a supremely efficient means of maintaining muscular capabilities, defining yourself. In my opinion, calisthenics are best applicable when building muscle and building muscular endurance. You'd be surprised how being able to do hundreds of push-ups can help you walk around like an animal. I don't think that's much of a surprise, but looking at, no offense, the physical capabilities of most individuals on Therian talk. Ugh. I hate saying things that are just like that, like animal tube or booktube. I hate just adding stuff to the end of the fucking word. I'm not even sorry for cussing on that one. It just blew. Either way, a lot of Quadrobics channels, they just focus on acting like the animal and showing people how they run around and move like the animal without really demonstrating that they're putting in a lot of, I don't want to say it that way. It's just clear from the physical proportions of most other Quadrobics channels, other than, I'd say, Nebel All Fours, that not much effort is being put into their body outside of just walking like an animal, which is fine. If that's what you're doing, that's fine. If that's best for your body type, that's fine. If that's best for your long-term health and fitness goals, that's fine. But here at the Animal Zoo, we like to be able to challenge ourselves. We like to be able to push the envelope on what people think is possible. I'll do more sprinting exercises for you guys eventually, but in order to really bring out your capabilities with Quadrobics, exercises like calisthenics are very important. And I'd say, just right off the bat, I think she's trying to tell y'all catwalks are essential. If there's any quadrobic exercise you should do to help with just building muscle, building capacity, just constant catwalks. Y'all need to develop the capacity to walk in the most basic form people can on 4 legs, which involves allowing your body to bend and move, because you need to be able to move without hurting yourself, for one. So thank you, mystical roommate character Snow White the Hemingway cat, for reminding me to say that. But you also need to be able to do some push-ups. Need to be able to do, I don't really recommend sit-ups. I think hanging leg raises are more important. They develop grip strength as well as full core activation without the potential for damaging your spine. Cat, I love you. Squats, all sorts of different types of squats. I'm partial to just doing what you feel comfortable with squats, because I think everybody's legs and hip anatomy are very unique to their genetics, their current genetics, their family history, their race. There's a lot that goes into the dynamics of various people's legs. I have fairly squat legs, fairly short legs. I have very long arms. My arm span, I know, is what is it? It's like 6. It's longer than 6 foot. I know that. It's like 6'5". I have a 6'5" wingspan. I legitimately do, and I'm like 5'7". So I've grown about a height since high school. So it might be 6'6", but my wingspan's about a foot longer than my height. So yeah, I have a fairly different setup for my programming than some people do. So some exercises are a little bit easier for me. At the same time, some leg exercises I just don't prefer doing. But there's a couple I wanted to recommend and show to y'all today. On top of push-ups and squats, you need to be able to do some pull-ups. You need to get into pull-ups. Pull-ups are essential for developing the back muscles necessary for what we do. If I had a kettlebell out here, I would do some kettlebell stuff, but frankly, not everybody can get their hands on a kettlebell. Not every gym has a kettlebell rack. As a matter of fact, I'm only just now going to a gym that's got kettlebells in the programming. Which, if you don't got a kettlebell, frankly, if you're genuinely needing to do something involving activating the muscles in your lower back, your erector, and something that creates that ballistic movement for yourself, you can just get a dumbbell and do what you can while you can do, okay? That's like the whole point of this channel. But I wanted to illustrate which calisthenic workouts are pretty essential for maintaining capabilities that we do here on this channel. And I'll demonstrate. That was a goal. That's why I wore an undershirt. Artist sensed I was going to be working out, so he wants to join. We got to get our supplements in. Frankly, I'm just gonna put y'all on the One Punch Man. That's all y'all really need for added work. At least to get y'all used to the idea that you need to do more than walk around like an animal to get in shape. So right off the bat, it's not often I'm standing up for these videos, but like, do it this way first. Clench your butt. Back or forward. Or, you know, your corresponding body parts to that area. Back straight. Feet, keep them however you want. I put them like this. A little bit, how do I say it? A little bit facing outwards, just to allow for better depth. And just squat. When you come up, push pelvis forward, stand straight up, come back down. You want to go full ass to grass. Keep knee flexion good. Just do them as many times as you need. I'd recommend starting out at like 30 reps. That's a challenge. But frankly, y'all need to be able to do that. I don't really have a pull-up bar here, so that kind of shoots the concept of showing y'all a pull-up. Let me see something here. And creature minutes. Pull-ups. Okay, different. We will do pull-ups another way. I might show a pull-up video another time. Damn near broke my finger. Owie, 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 owie. Yep. That's funny. We're all good. Push-ups it is. For push-ups, I recommend really analyzing proper form. I see too many people in too many places just doing push-ups however they can, and it's just not good for them. Bless their hearts. Did I break my finger? Holy shit. Did I break my finger? How? Nah. We're good. Oh, no, maybe it did. We'll find out. Anyway, for push-ups, you're going to want to activate your shoulders, your pecs, and really put emphasis on your movement. Too many people do push-ups just like this. Arms out. Not really focusing on what they're moving. Just doing what they can to push, which is fine if that's what you can do. But I'm going to show y'all something. So from the front here real quick. Keep your hands fixed outwards. Keep back straight. I'll do it from the other angle too. But what our goal here is to come down a little bit forward so that your hands and your wrists and your forearm stays perpendicular to the ground. That way it mimics like the actual movement patterns of what we'll be doing. I'll show you this way. Keep it back straight. Wrists the way they were. And watch how I'm coming down. I'm kind of pinching my back a little bit. So when I come down, I did a big workout yesterday. And I might have broke my finger just now. So bear with me. When you come down, be conscientious of that. You might have to come forward a little bit when you come down to keep that straightness. The goal is to push yourself up and really push everything forward. Shoulders forward, chest pushing yourself upward, kind of constricting inward, and keeping your back straight. Coming down just like that. Just like that. Man. Nah, I'm good. I'm just being a poo-nanner. That hurt, though. Wow. Need a pull-up bar out here now. Just after that. Golly. Looks like I need to do some stuff. And for core work, I mean, I obviously do plenty of core work. But it's also my personal opinion. Majority of clean cut abs come from diet, correct exercise, a lot of cardiovascular health, mostly diet. And I like beer. But we're working on that. For abdominal development, I'm gonna recommend hanging leg raises. I think they're easier than sit-ups for most people. You ain't gotta do much. You ain't gotta kick your legs completely forward and straight. Just raise your knees up to your chest while hanging on to something. Because that's honestly one of the most important parts. Developing that wrist strength, developing the grip strength. That'll help you with all the other exercises you do. Man, that hurt. Anywho, what is going on over there? That's my cat. She's playing in the bushes. But if you're new to calisthenics, I'd say start your day off with like 20 push-ups. You can do them in sets. If you can't do 10 push-ups, do as many as you can, but at least be able to do 20 push-ups in a row. I'd say that'll help you be able to do so much more. in calisthenics. It'll help you travel a lot farther, help you become a lot more than what you are. It's just important. So, I'd say be at least able to do 20 push-ups without stopping and 30 squats without stopping. You need to be able to develop your body in a way more than just walking around on all fours. Especially if you want to get good at walking around on all fours. You need to do a little bit more. And in terms of cardio, do what the people do. Go running. That's what I'll recommend. If you know how to swim, swim. Both of those things are, in my opinion, essential for maintaining good cardiovascular health for more than just quadrobics. But you need to be able to do this and not get winded. And a good way to help with that is, one, do timed intervals for your quadrobics. Like I recommended in a last video, do 2 to 3 minutes for each walk cycle. You'd be surprised how fast 2 minutes will pass when you're walking around like an animal. But for running, typically, I've heard recommendations of picking a distance and then using your progression in time frame as your main means of advancing your cardio capabilities, your running or swimming capabilities. I wouldn't say pick a specific amount of time, because over time your body can adjust to that, to where it runs or goes slightly slower or puts in less effort. So I'd say pick a distance and do that as best you can, and over time just allow yourself to get better and better and better at that distance traveled. And same with swimming. I'm fairly new to swimming. If you can't tell, I'm fairly dense. But I haven't ever been able to swim well. I don't float at all. I've had to learn how. I actually had to channel some animals for it. I'm really wanting to make some aquatic animal exercises just because of what I've been accomplishing through swimming. I taught myself how to swim. I've never known how to swim, at least not that well. God dang it, I might have broke my finger. That's okay. We're all good. Damn giraffe walk cycles. Got my finger all weak. But either way, fuck. I'm debating on getting some sort of waterproof phone case and showing y'all some aquatic animal movements, because they're pretty useful. I taught myself how to swim by watching orcas. Unfortunately, I think that's making me streamline like an orca instead of what I assumed to be happening. If you start swimming, you'd start streamlining, getting a little bit I don't know, tapered at the waist. But I'm also just now starting to learn like actual stroke swimming and teaching myself that. But running and swimming, also important for being able to do these well. And strength and conditioning, I said I was going to mention kettlebells and clubbells. Video's getting kind of long, but I'm still going to at least mention them. If you're not into weightlifting and you would rather stay with something a bit more natural feeling, a bit more dynamic, I'm going to recommend just buying a kettlebell. You'll get a lot more in shape from just having a kettlebell. You can do a lot of different workouts with just a kettlebell. And you can find a lot of growth, not just anaerobically, but aerobically by using kettlebells. And if you don't want to get a club or a kettlebell, because they're a little bit expensive nowadays, I'd say get a club bell. From what I can tell, swinging a club around is about as natural a body movement as the human anatomy is capable of. And learning how to swing a kettlebell is fairly time intensive, whereas a club bell, I'll put y'all on a channel, Mark Wildman, you'll figure out how to swing it pretty easily, pretty quick. and it will do wonders for your body. Club bells are my favorite weightlifting equipment. I have a 25-pound kettle, I have two 45-pound kettlebells, a 72-pound kettlebell, a 15-pound mace, which is essentially just a long bar with a big heap of metal on the end, a 25-pound club bell, and a 45-pound club bell. And those two strength implements are my favorites. The club bells, God, you can get such a good workout out of just swinging them things around. And I'd bring them out and show you, but this is mostly just optional reading, optional exercise. I don't think they're required for quadrobics, especially since they're such human-based movements. But the rest of the stuff, squats, push-ups, I could show you a bunch of different stuff. I wish I had a pull-up bar so I didn't fuck up my finger. I'm sorry I'm cussing, that shit just hurt. But ultimately, I think it's important y'all take into account other exercises than just quadrobics, especially if you're wanting to focus mainly on quadrobics. You should do stuff that also helps build your muscles so you can keep doing the thing you love doing, or the thing we all love doing, which is channeling animal spirits and running around and developing capabilities similar to theirs. But that's mostly what I want to talk about, illustrate what all in quadrobics you can focus on to develop muscular and or musculoskeletal ability. Went through upper body, lower body, core. I'm wanting to make playlists about those, but I'm gonna have to go through every video and determine whether or not they're best for whatever muscle group, which is fine. I just got other stuff I'm kind of working on right now. And went through benefits of calisthenics, benefits of extra body training. I didn't even get into handstand stuff or like advanced calisthenics, because I don't think that's necessary for what I'm trying to communicate. And what I'm trying to communicate is basically just to get to a level like me or other people who have demonstrated advanced quadrobic skills. It's recommended that you do more than just quadrobics, even if it's just push-ups, sit-ups, and squats. Even though I don't really like sit-ups, so I'm saying hanging leg raises. Either way, that's all I really got. I might put a workout program for like beginner calisthenic plus quadrobics in the description, just because that might be helpful for some people. It'd also probably be helpful for me because I'm advanced in a lot of different exercise methods. So I basically work in my quadrobics with all the other stuff I do. I weightlift, I do calisthenics, I work with kettlebells, club bells, I do a lot of running, I do a lot of swimming, I do a lot of kickboxing in my spare time. I wrestle with Argos here, which I might show y'all a video of Z.E.W. After I literally taught him jiu-jitsu. Like, he can grab me by my fingers without hurting me at all and just judo flip me. He can do a lot. He heard me talking about wrestling, he came running. That's why he's got a black belt on. In dog years, he is very, very much so trained to be a black belt in doggy nogi. But I do a lot of stuff, and quadrobics is realistically only a part of all that I do, but it's slowly becoming a lot more of a focus for my primary means of exercise, just because I enjoy it the most. I enjoy doing what I do so much. It's a very fun thing. It's very relieving. It's very stress relieving. And it brings a lot of insight to my life. It brings a lot of revelatory features to myself that I didn't really know weren't addressed or realized yet, that I learned through doing quadrobics. Through studying the animals that I mimic and show y'all how to walk like, and really analyzing what existing in their aminal essence kind of does for me. So I just wanted to share. I wanted to introduce that concept to y'all. I'm going to recommend for homework from this lesson, start adding push-ups and quad work, squats, push-ups, squats, and pull-ups. Don't do them like I did them. Find a bar. That should hurt. To your quadrobics routine and tell me how much that improves your abilities, because it will. And don't forget catwalks. Catwalks are important. Catwalks are, I'm going to say, the easiest out of all the quadrobic movements, just because of how simple they are and how much they help people realize the parallelness they need to maintain good quadrobic form. Like I've mentioned in videos before, good quadrobic form involves a lot of being able to move with your body parallel to the ground. So that's today's lecture. Do some push-ups, do some squats, do some pull-ups, do some hanging leg raises if you're wanting to work on your core and your grip, and run a mile, like with every quadrobic exercise you do, just because you need it. It's good for you. Running sucks. Running is not my favorite thing at all, but I've learned to appreciate it and love it. It helps if you pretend you're a velociraptor. Either way, or go swim. Swimming's just as good, if not better. It's also a lot easier on your body. It's very fun. Anyway, that's today's lecture. I hope y'all enjoyed and learned something. And yeah, Creature Man out. I'll see y'all next class period.